Bucks and Flames could be the Wild West. That's a minus 120. I need you to bless one or both.
Well, I'm certainly going to bless the Canes Preds over. They had 7 power play opportunities in game 1. They still scored 7 goals. They didn't even get a power play goal. So if they can get a couple or a power play goal, no problem. This is easy.
You're getting plus 120. A great value. Talk to me on Bruins, Caps. Capitals actually have Methuselah in the nets. I had to look this up. This is the same Tim Thomas. Didn't he decline the White House 15 years ago?
Yeah, that was...
He's got to be 60. They got Brent Musburger in net.
Yeah, 100-year-old goalies generally don't do well in the playoffs. So, yeah, I like that over as well. I don't know what was in that water.
Boston is a snake pit, high-end talent. He's still got to be exhausted. True or false, he'll use his stick as a cane tonight.
I think he'll be leaning on it most of the game. I don't think he'll be able to stand up.
Over. Would you consider you're just letting Mike just draw you into it? At least I'm doing it at plus odds, Rico.
Yeah, these are some great prices. I don't know. And Mike doesn't want to get off the ride yet. The override's not over.
I don't. You know what? Tell the meth head Carney operating the tilt-a-whirl to hit the button again. There, Lucas. All right, over 5.5, plus 100, even money. Caps, Bruins, and I'm telling you, plus 120, over 5.5, Preds, Hurricanes. Really like both. I love Rico. All right, let's get after it then. And Rico, look, last night didn't go well. I know you had the under Hornets game. I said if I was going to bet it, I would have gone Hornets. Luckily for me, I missed the start of it, and then I just said F it because they were down 20 immediately.
Yep.
Tonight, we know what we're doing.
Yep.
I don't even know if it's on the board. You just decide how much money you want to pay me tomorrow.
Warriors, money line, plus 198. You can't.
Right. So, you don't want me to give you 5 points. We're going to do a grown man bet. Either Archie or you. Okay. How much do you want to owe me? Set it privately. I'm going to be tacky.
I'm just accepting.
6 clementine trees.
I was just going to say we take the combined score of Steph and LeBron.
I love it. Listen, you set the rules there, Big Daddy, because you got I want it all in sync to make it rain in the studio.
Let's go, Rico. Rico's about Rico.
I'm all the smoke. Okay, let's go. I'll take Lakers, you take Warriors. We got over the Predators game, plus 120. Remember, guys, here's the deal, too. If you're new to this, I am never, and Dale and Kenny Rico will always back this up, I am never handing you minus 140 favorite stuff like that. That's ridiculous. It's dishonest. Take the Dodgers minus 200. Not happening. So, yeah, these overs are tough. We're going to have to grind out a profit. Just stay alive and have fun, because that's really what this is about. Plus 120, bring it. Preds, Canes, 20,000, drunk Hill Jackson, Carolina. Me and Rico with the man back. David, anything you want to put anything on the board?
Yeah, I think I might want to join in on this Lakers Curry thing. The mouthpiece on me. It's fine. I mean, I'm all in. Curry all day.
Done. You want it? You want to owe me money too? Let's party. Roberto, you want to owe me some money?
Nope.
Do you want to join me in getting money tomorrow?
Yes.
Then let's book their bets. These two are suckers.
That's right.
They're like one of these the tourist couples that walk around Times Square. How about if we get taken?
We're talking tourist couples. Come on, honey. Roberto, come on.
Roberto's wearing a little visor and he's got a camera around his neck.
Wait, Mikey. Here we come.
All right, Lakers Warriors. The show bet is on. We got overs in the playoffs tonight. That. FanDuel, the official sportsbook of 97 Win Ticket. So tonight, while LeBron is sexing up the Warriors, it's going to give Rico and David a great opportunity to log into FanDuel. Promo code TICKET, of course. Lazy. Well, then, you know what? If you're so confident 21 and up, present Michigan. Refund issued on withdrawable site credits that expire in 7 days. The risk-free bet, first real money wager only. Sportsbook.fanduel.com. You got a gambling problem, don't be a ding-dong and end up in an extended stay. 1-800-270-7117. FanDuel Sportsbook, the official partner of the ticket.
At Fisher Investments, we do things differently, and other money managers don't understand why.
Because our way works great for us.
But it may not work for your clients. That's why Fisher Investments is a fiduciary, obligated to put clients first. It's the highest standard for a financial advisor.
So, what do you provide? Cookie-cutter portfolios like the rest of us?
No cookie-cutter portfolios here. Fisher Investments tailors portfolios to meet each client's goals and needs.
But you do sell investments that earn you high commissions, right? And make commissions when you make trades for your clients?
No, Fisher Investments doesn't sell any commission investment products, and we never earn commissions on trades.
So what's in it for you?
Fisher Investments fees are structured so we do better when our clients do better. When it comes to helping clients achieve a comfortable retirement, we're clearly different. Visit FisherInvestments.com to find out why investors like you switch to us. Fisher Investments, clearly different money management.
Investments in securities involve the risk of loss.
For many homeowners, your crawl space is a place you never go, or maybe only when it's absolutely necessary. It's nasty, wet, and moldy, or maybe your floors are sinking. Well, it doesn't have to stay that way. Encapsulating your crawl space with Foundation Systems of Michigan's exclusive system keeps moisture out, protecting your home and making it more comfortable. Stop living over an unhealthy crawl space. Call the experts at Foundation Systems of Michigan for your free inspection.
Playoff basketball is here. Hey, it's Jeff Rager, and before you bet on any of the postseason games, you need to check out BetQL. BetQL analyzes every game to help you make the smartest possible bets. Sometimes the spread is off by a few points, or the total is way too high or low. BetQL finds those opportunities so you can take advantage and cash in. Are you ready to win more consistently? Visit BetQL.com and use promo code TICKET for 20% off. That's 20% off with promo code TICKET at BetQL.com.
Hi, Harry Glantz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, so what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Mike Tahura of National Benefit Plans. For affordable life insurance, call 877-734-2200.
Breaking news on 97.1 The Ticket, powered by Odyssey and presented by BetQL. Become a better sports bettor. Get smarter to beat the books. Download the BetQL app or visit BetQL.com today. WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. An Odyssey station. Sports headlines. All day, every day. From the Sold by YC Sports Desk. This is 97.1.
By Gordon Chevrolet. Tigers in Seattle tonight, 9:50 and 97 when the Tickets reach Screwball going for Detroit to celebrate Spencer Turnbull's 117-pitch no-hitter. Tigers are offering tickets with no added fees until 1/17 tomorrow afternoon for all May and June games. Lions top pick Penei Sewell signs 4 years, $24 million guaranteed with a signing bonus of $14.9 million. NBA play-in games tonight. Memphis 4-point favorite over San Antonio. Lakers 5.5 better than Golden State. Stanley Cup playoffs has 4 games tonight and 1 regular season game. Don't ask. PGA Championship begins tomorrow. Roy McIlroy, the 12-1 favorite. Biggest liability for the bookmakers is Jordan Spieth. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Jeff Lessing. For more, 97.1 The Ticket or Odyssey.com.
I have a hot dog today. Some yellow mustard. And you know why I'm going to do that? Because I'm at baseball. At the ballpark. I eat a hot dog down at the ballpark. At the ballpark. Man, that just tasted so good. At the ballpark. Whip out my hot dog. My favorite thing to do. At the ballpark. It's just delicious. Yeah, at the ballpark. Ballpark. Thank you. Whip out my hot dog. My favorite thing to do.
Well, I tell you, Turnbull definitely did it last night. He crushed. It's a no-hitter. It's feel good, right? So then you guys are going, all right, well, what does it mean? What's the baseball end of it? I'm not going to get up on the air and just tell you it's meaningless. I mean, it's fun. But I think of it like this. Everything I think about with the Tigers is what gets me to winning. What gets me to a point where Chris Ilitch actually cares? What gets me to a point where this helps my radio show? Quickest. And I talked about it with Rico earlier. I kind of view this like in high school because I was applying to like a Big Ten school in the Midwest and East Coast schools. Well, the East Coast schools use the SAT and the Midwestern schools use the ACT. So like you prepare for a test, right? And you take it, and maybe you take the pre-SAT and you don't do real well, or you don't do as well as you think. So you work on it, and then you go back and you try to slate it and get a higher score and do it right. I kind of view that this man. I mean, I can't get rid of him. And he bombed the SAT basically and started to rebuild. He bombed it, got all these all-stars on the trade. We mismanaged this thing horribly. And the only thing we really have to show for it, quite frankly, are the picks we've gotten at the top of the draft. And I look at what Turnbull did last night. I look at what Matthew Boyd is doing. I look at what Michael Fulmer and Robbie Grossman are doing. And I kind of view anything that happens on the diamond as Al's prep for his last chance at the SAT. He's got to get a better score. Now, look, Turnbull is different than Boyd, and Boyd is different than Fulmer. Every player's a case-by-case thing. But as I said to Rico earlier, you have to take this 30,000 feet above view of your team and your franchise. Like, I look at Turnbull. I mean, he's going to be 29. Now, he doesn't make any money. He's a nice back-end starter. By all accounts, great clubhouse guy. And you're probably not going to get nearly as much as you want for him at the deadline. So he's got a few arbitration years left, 3 of them, before he hits free agency. He's older. He took 7 years to start having real success. You probably hang on to him. But if somebody wanted to offer me something, you're damn right I'd put a for sale sign around his neck. Now, Matthew Boyd is different. See, I've seen this movie from Boyd multiple times. Fast starter, mid-season fader. Boyd is 30. Boyd has free agent after 2022 written all over him. And I've already told you, I don't know that there'll be a season in 22. That's a major test for Al Avila, because I am not handing Matthew Boyd 5 years and $80 million. I'm not doing it. It's not happening. If they do, that's their choice. No thank you. Michael Fulmer, his value, this part of his career, following the injuries, following the comeback, new role, I don't know, maybe God willing, he can become that closer, that high leverage arm. His value will never be higher. It's Al preparing for the second round of the test. You gotta get rid of him. Robbie Grossman. I mean, if I were a team like Cleveland, if I were a team like the New York Mets who can't score runs at all, need professional at-bats, need a guy who can draw walks, need a guy that can be in a clubhouse on a winning team and not be a problem, Grossman checks every box. I'm trading Robbie Grossman as soon as I can. And I know you're like, well, how can you say that after a no-hitter? Well, it's simple. Because the no-hitter doesn't move the needle. It's a fun thing. It's a cool thing for Spencer Turnbull, who toiled away for a long time from being the 63rd overall pick in 2013 or 14, if memory serves me correct. And it's all these years later, he finally got his moment. That's a guy who took like 70 losses 2 years ago. That's a lot of bus rides. That's a lot of struggle. And look, his value to you is probably higher than his value to somewhere else. But I heard Doug say this earlier, and it's one of the rare moments I agree with Doug on something. Hey, these guys can pitch really well and have a no-hitter, and Robbie Grossman can be this great story. And if you go 60 and 102, what was it worth? You're not winning this year. And don't let a 7-3 stretch in a 10-game span in a 162-game death march change your outlook. It's impossible to be terrible all 162 games. So no, they were never only going to win 33 games like they were projecting and trending. And just like they're not going to get to 70, they're going to lose 100 games. They're terrible. But what is the value of Boyd on a 100-loss team? What is the value of Fulmer? And look, to a lesser extent, what is the value of Spencer Turnbull? Now, if no one's offering anything, I'm not going to give Spencer Turnbull away. But the idea is, as a general manager, it is your job to get more for your assets than they're really worth, create packages that can leverage the total value of the return, and make your team better. Outside of Green and Torque, what's really in the system? You want to say Matt Manning? Fine. He's off to a god-awful start this year. Mize is no longer a prospect. Tonight's starter Skubal is no longer a prospect. The system needs help. The system needs balance. So I view last night's no-hitter the same way I view it that anytime Boyd goes out and gives me 7 strokes. There's one player on this team I wouldn't move. One. His name's Casey Mize. Everyone else has a for sale sign around the neck. So nights like last night simply get me a day closer to Al and his pencil and a school desk. Here's your last chance at the SAT, Al. I need you to go out and get yourself a 1250, 1300. Can you do that for me? Because this is it. So, hey, last night's cool. You enjoyed a moment. You have a beer. It's fun. It's history. You can feel good for Turnbull, because I do. Nobody understands, and I know the average person doesn't care. Oh, he's a baseball player. Dude, making it to the majors is arguably the hardest thing to do. And toiling away on bus rides and rat trap motels and making no money and wondering how the hell am I ever going to realize my dream? And then he gets here and gets knocked around like a paint can, and he's finally showing some signs he might be able to do this, and then he gets a no-no. That's phenomenal. Like on a human level, that's awesome. But it doesn't change where my team is. I'm nowhere close to winning. I don't know if there's a season next year, because it's going to be labor, Chernobyl.
Well, see, but Mike, talking about that leads me to wonder, can Avila do anything? Or is he going to be handcuffed very similar to the way Joe Dumars was at the end of his tenure? He can't do anything. Owner's saying, don't spend. And maybe, God, I'm sticking up for Al. Maybe Chris Hillich is saying, you know what? It's going to be problems with the labor. Nothing. We're not going to add anything.
What's that got to do with trades? What's that got to do with doing the right thing? He already screwed up on Boyd once. Don't do it again. He screwed up by not dealing Fulmer. Don't do it again. And if somebody wants to offer you something for Turnbull, who's damn near 30 and not going to be a front-end rotation guy, don't make the mistake. That's all I'm saying. No, Rico, believe me, I think you're spot bleeping on about why we're not spending. Now, I think it's an embarrassment, because you still have to field the club and you still have to try. But that's the other thing. All these people who want to talk about, oh, why don't we go sign Carlos Correa? A, he ain't coming here. B, you're going to have to pay him $25 million a year. And C, he's overrated as all hell. That's not the type of spending I need. This is about trade, it's about acquisition, it's about liquidation.
Right.
I just wonder if the average fan views it that way. 248-539-9797. Go ahead. I'm sorry about that, buddy.
No. But here's the other catch-22 about that. Do we really trust him to make trades?
Then why is he your GM? See, I can't do that. That can't be. People, if you are dialing your phone right now and you're going to go, but he screwed up the trades before. Don't. No. Just don't.
I think he's here. Let's keep this payroll as low as we can, and let's cross our fingers and hope that we have a strike next season.
But what's that got to do with if Spencer Turnbull creates a market for himself, unloading him?
No, it is, but he's not going to get fired, Mike. But the problem is nobody wants to see Al do a trade. It's the catch-22. What you are saying makes absolute sense, but you're putting it in the hands of somebody who just gets ripped off all the time and has a backyard full of magic beans.
David, you hear what I hear?
I think
He's
so.
shaking both hands. You can't talk out of both sides of your mouth. You got to pick. Rico, I know he's here. And I'm telling you, the lesser of two evils is we have to make moves. We have to continue making deals. Matthew Boyd, by the time you're ready to win, you're going to have to make a major commitment to a guy who I don't believe can give you 30 good starts in a season.
I'm not shaking both hands, Mike. What I'm saying is it's going to be a great deal for the team that gets Boyd, for the team that gets Turnbull. It's going to be a great deal for them, not for the Tigers, because history has shown they're going to get screwed again.
All right. Well, then we're doomed.
We are.
Then the whole thing's good. I mean, I'm just up here just trying to do a humble little radio show. If you're telling me the whole thing's going to end up in Mount Vesuvius, what would you like me to do here on a Wednesday?
Hey, you asked my opinion.
I know, but it's worse than mine, and I'm negative.
No, what I said is you have a great point. You said, oh, yeah, Davey, hear what he's doing? He's shaking both hands. Okay, well, let me decide for you. No, I don't want him making any decisions.
So you want to hold on to. So let me put it like this and throw the number out, because I think we've stumbled upon something, and I kind of like the angle you're taking. 248-539-9797. Any positive things, any players who develop, any moments in this rebuild right now, not named Mize, Rico, you'd rather hold on to them than allow Avila to deal with them.
Yes.
Am I misrepresenting?
No, I'd rather let the next GM do it.
Well, okay, but we don't. I know. I'd rather have Al teleported up to a UFO and then have one of the aliens dressed as Theo Epstein to teleport down to Comerica. I know that. But you're saying between moving these players at the deadline and holding them, you'd rather hold them.
I'll clarify. Next. 97.
There's a variety of ways to do it, but I get wrong.
Up next on Valenti and Blue Balls. Hey, it's Capital Mortgage Funding. Well, the mortgage industry has changed. You heard about Eric Landstenberg, the entire state of Capital. They don't tease you the way that Rico just teased us. They just do the business. You get a great deal. You don't pay stupid prices. They don't put you in dirtbag programs. It's just straight business. Unlike Sir Tease-A-Lot back in the studio. Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE. It's Capital Mortgage Funding, the best mortgage banker.
Buddy's Pizza, the birthplace of the original Detroit-style pizza, is proud to celebrate 75 years in the Motor City. Download Buddy's Rewards from your App Store today to receive exclusive offers and earn points on purchases at all 19 Buddy's Pizza locations.
Hi friends, Bill Gowling here for Gowling Toyota Warren. If you currently own a Toyota, I invite you to visit our remodel facility on Van Dyke and 696. It's easier to get to, being right off the freeway. We offer great friendly service, have a well-stocked parts department, factory-trained technicians, and a full body shop that can repair all makes and models. Need a different set of wheels? We offer everything from new tires to an outstanding selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. So come discover the Gowling Toyota difference. Check us out online at gowlingtoyota.com.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. Donate online at carsforkids.com. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll get a vacation voucher and maximum tax deduction. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Also accepting real estate donations.
Let's be real. Mopping is a hassle. You have to fill the bucket, pushing a wet, heavy mop around, then cleaning the mop when you're done so it doesn't grow bacteria. A hassle on top of a hassle. Try Swiffer WetJet. With Swiffer WetJet, you start with a fresh pad and cleaning solution every time. And when you're done, you just toss the pad. Swiffer WetJet, the faster, easier, cleaner way to clean your floors.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Of course, Learn more at progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE. Did you know there's more than one Las Vegas? There's the Strip with families on vacation and questionable odds. Then there's downtown Vegas, the original gambling and entertainment mecca. That's where you'll find the D Las Vegas. Book your stay at thed.com. The D Las Vegas, your home for Detroit sports in Vegas. Odyssey is your new home for all the audio that matters to you. Download the Odyssey app today.
Sit back and relax. Rico's got that good glitter tonight. I mean, that was one of the all-time tests. I just want to let you finish your steak, and then we'll get to the phones, get the ticket text, and it's straight up. I view moments like last night as an opportunity, maybe, to get something that gets this rebuild going in the right direction. I mean, look, Turnbull's he's a nice back-end arm. He doesn't have great pedigree. It's 7 years after draft date, and he's damn near 30. So, like, he might be worth more to you than someone else, and that's okay. I don't have a problem if you tell me Spencer Turnbull's the number 5 starter on this team by the time they're ready to win. I'll live with it. I'm not going to live with Matthew Boyd, who's due a big contract. I'm not going to live with that. You need to get something. Michael Fulmer. I don't need a closer on a 100-loss team. No, thank you. Stuff like that. I'm happy when these guys play well, if it results in what I need. Rico, the tease.
Mike, here's the thing. You want me to choose, I choose, you keep these players around. Why? Because Al has shown no history of doing it the right thing. He has gotten raked every time there is a trade. He had all-stars here and got nothing for them. So what makes me think he can take young up-and-coming talent and turn that into anything? No, it's like bringing back Bob Quinn and saying, hey, you get to make second-round picks for life for the Lions. After a while, you just kind of cut bait and realize this person doesn't know what he's doing. Would I like for him to be fired? Yes. I don't run the team. But if you're asking me, what would I do? If he deals these guys, whoever makes the deal is going to get a steal. Hell, I hope he sends a couple of these people to the Braves. They need a closer. They can use another starter. Go right ahead.
Mike Fulmer would look good in your bullpen.
He would. Another starter punched the bench. You know, we'll take that. Yeah, we'll take him. But you're going to get screwed. Just so you know, it's going to happen. Not when. It will happen. Guaranteed. So, if I had to choose, I would pray to God it'll be another GM and let him decide. I don't want him. It's to the point, and I hate comparing people, but it's with Bob Quinn. You just didn't want him to do anything. Because all he's going to do is ruin the team even more and then get fired, and then the next GM is that far behind the 8 ball. So, no, keep him. Keep him.
David, some of the ticket text, I'll get to the people. What do you got?
What would you do with Candelario? I know we have Torque in the pipeline, but I could get on board with a 3-year extension beyond his arbitration years. What do you do with Candelario?
It's a tough player because he's not terrible, but he's also not very good. He's just what he is. Now, I have a different viewpoint. I covet third base, where you need to be one of them.
name's Ben. What can I get for you?
Can I get a double quarter pounder with cheese with just ketchup and onion? A 2 cheeseburger meal, large size with a Coke.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right, 2 cheeseburger meal with the large Coke and the double quarter pounder with cheese with only ketchup, only onion.
Yep.
That'll be $14.61. Here's the double quarter cheese, only ketchup, only onions, and the 2 cheeseburger meal with the large Coke.
Yep.
14.61.
14.
Thank you.
Good, that's keeping the change.
shoot up a player, see what happens. But those
No, but if you have enough of those lottery tickets, one of them's going to come up aces for you, and that moves the rebuild forward. No, Brad, I'm not arguing.
fun coupons. But to Boyd, now stick with me here, Mike, please.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I see your point. But Boyd, 30 years old, lefty. He doesn't have one. He doesn't throw gas. Doesn't throw that hard. He knows how to pitch. All right. He could go, in my opinion at least, into 34, 35, 36. Be an effective guy when a team's ready to win. All right. And a veteran. If the guy's a leader, ask anybody in that clubhouse, they'll tell you.
So let me ask you a question. All right, so work with me. So we know we got to pay Boyd. Now, he's 30 years old right now. And arbitration, he's going to be a free agent after 22. You know what I think about 22. I don't know if there'll be a season. This is a guy who's